Hi guys, Amber Moons here, and I'm coming at you with another Still Life 2 video. I'm enjoying the game so far, and I hope that you enjoy watching as much as I enjoy playing, or as much. I know it's not the same.
Kate Halloway, County Sheriff. I was expecting you.
Hi, I'm Agent McPherson. This is Agent Garris. What have you found?
No one here. The house is empty. There are a few signs of recent occupation, but if the killer was here, he's gone now.
I see. We'll take a look around ourselves, just in case.
My men are searching the forest, looking for a body. I have a few roadblocks set up around the county.
Do you have information on the house? Who's the owner?
A Howard Peterson. He died more than 20 years ago. Suicide. The house has been abandoned ever since.
An old decrepit house in the forest. You'd think we were in a horror movie.
This reporter who's disappeared, she was following your investigation quite closely, wasn't she?
Yeah, we go way back.
It's not easy to conduct an investigation with someone breathing down your neck, is it? I've put in a query on the property to the Holton Land Registry. I'm expecting an answer. I'll keep you posted. I almost forgot. We found a memory card on the kitchen table. It comes from a phone or some such digital gadget. Take it.
No sign of Miss Hernandez. Is that good news or bad? At least we located the house quickly, thanks to the info she gave us.
The killer had the entire night to act. The fact that he abducted Hernandez instead of killing her on the spot is a good sign.
Discovery of this house is a huge step forward. You think we're finally gonna stop the East Coast killer?
Everything depends on the wisdom of the profiler of the Great Lakes and the pluck of Quantico's juvenile investigator. You watch too much TV, Garris.
I have Hawker's file, I requested.
Okay, thanks, Garris.
I couldn't help having a peek. What Hawker did was unacceptable. A guy like that has no place in the FBI.
James was a good agent, but he crossed the line. I'm not excusing him, Garris, but I understand what pushed him over the edge. Too much pressure.
I miss Miller, like, puking at the crime scenes.
Safe is locked. Can't force it. I really don't need the sheriff on my back. This old shack must be at least a century old. If only its walls could talk. This painting is depressing. Such drab colors. Yuck. This fridge is disgusting. Dirty dishes. Maybe I'll find fingerprints on them.
Bad idea.
I need an instrument from the testing kit. I doubt that Hernandez cooked. She must have left her fingerprint while eating. The fact that she ate is rather encouraging. The killer wants to keep her alive.
Hi, Vic. How goes your stroll in the picturesque woods of rural Maine?
We haven't found Hernandez yet. I'm leading the investigation in the field with Garrus and the local police.
No trace of the killer?
He vanished without leaving a forwarding address, but I plan on tracking him down.
Look, I know this one's important to you, but still, be careful, okay?
Don't worry, Claire. I'll be sensible. And if I forget any of the textbook instructions, Garrus will remind me. What's new in the Chicago office?
Everyone's on the case. Miller is pulling all-nighters doing computer research, and Kingsley is running around stuffing his face with cookies. As for the boss, well, she comes in to see me every 10 minutes. When she's stressed, she almost makes me long for our old supervisor Browning, if that gives you any idea.
Stop it. She can't be worse than him.
I even got a call from Inspector Tate. He's ready to give us a hand, unofficially.
That William. He feels indebted since his nomination. All I did was give him a boost. It's thanks to his own skills that he succeeded.
I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
A message scribbled on the newspaper. Who's next? The serial killer's eternal question. There's a message scribbled on the newspaper. Who's next? The serial killer's eternal question. The screeching door is the same as the best alarm system in the world. Looks like blood on this piece of rubber. Looks like blood on this piece of rubber. hatch is closed and the lock looks rusty. An old rusty iron brazier. Probably used to burn weeds and debris. There are traces of vegetation. And blackened skulls of little animals. Charming. An archery target. Well used, too. Perhaps we're on the trail of a modern-day Robin Hood. Metal grate. The ground is wet here. Hernandez told us about this crossbeam.
Found some traces, but nothing too important. With the field kit provided by the lab, we should be able to get somewhere.
Let's hope that this time around the killers finally made some mistakes. There's something here. A bare footprint. Broken glass, like a windshield or a car window. These tire tracks were left by a large vehicle. The tracks correspond to those of the pickup truck that was identified as the killer's. This tire track is quite narrow. Doesn't look like a car tire. There's a pretty clear shoe print. This tire track is quite narrow. Doesn't look like a car tire. If I get in touch with Claire, she may be able to give me more details.
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
Hi, Claire. I'm sending you a clue to test. A motorcycle tire track. Hernandez told us about this crossbeam. What's this? A pattern carved in the wood. Looks like some sort of insignia. I better photograph it. A military insignia. I need to ask Claire about this.
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
I have a job for you, Claire. I'm sending you a clue to look at. A pretty little wood carving. Metal grate. The ground is wet here. A metal grate. It must come from the gate. There's been an explosion here. Looks like a stun grenade. A footprint near the explosion. There's something behind the shelf. Looks like a dumbwaiter. The door's locked, and the call box seems to be out of order. Dumbwaiter must be stuck above. I'd need a rope to go down the shaft. Half the floorboards are pulled out. There's something here, but I can't see a thing in this light. It smells pretty musty in there. Food tray reeks of the chemical cleansers the killer uses. I won't find any fingerprints on it. An old film. The Glass Key. Haven't seen it. Then again, I haven't exactly had much time to become a movie buff. The Blue Dahlia. That film came out in 1946, the year before the sad fate of the Black Dahlia. A matchbox. I hope I won't have to use it. Written by one Stephen Bachman, a horror novel. A chemistry textbook. The preferred literature of murderers everywhere. Small metal safe with a digital lock. OK model. Smudges on the buttons of the digital lock. I might be able to get prints. The rest of the prints are no good. Damn. Small metal safe with a digital lock. OK model. There we go. The safe is open. Screenplays. The House of Terror. The Butcher of Massachusetts. Wow. An Oscar nomination's practically guaranteed. These stories sound twisted. And so is the hack who wrote them. There's no name on them, though. It's impossible to open. Locks of hair. They're labeled. Janet, Olivia, Susan. The killer's victims. This sicko made himself some sort of a morbid reliquary. Book on forensic medicine. It's open to the chapter Trepanation. This is Claire's kind of thing. Me, not so much. There's a lock of hair being used as a bookmark. But whose? A lock of hair has been placed in plain view.
Bad idea.
Screenplays. The House of Terror. The Butcher of Massachusetts. Wow. An Oscar nomination's practically guaranteed. These stories sound twisted. And so is the hack who wrote them. There's no name on them, though. fingerprint's not on file. I need to get Claire in on this.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I've scanned a print that's not in my records. I'm sending it to you.
Okay, I'll look into it. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
There's a hiding place here. A piece of wood has been moved. Maybe I'll find a fingerprint with the help of the kit. Sheriff Halloway poked around in the china cabinet, and she didn't mention it. So much for teamwork.
I wanted to verify a detail in the room. Nothing important.
Have you found anything special in the house?
Just clues regarding a local case. Nothing that concerns the FBI.
Really? What's it about?
We've been looking for a local hunter named Anderson. He's got nothing to do with your killer.
Have you taken samples from the house, Sheriff? If so, would you be so kind as to inform me?
I poked around. I'm a cop. It's my job. I haven't found anything relevant to your case.
If you say so, Sheriff. Don't forget we're supposed to be on the same side. Women's clothes. They may have belonged to the victims. Women's clothes. They may have belonged to the victims.
This can't possibly work.
Women's clothes. They may have belonged to the victims. Lock of hair. I have to find out whose. I've already seen this room in the film sent by the killer. It's the ideal place for nightmares. This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work? Bet there's something on the mattress. Handcuffs. They don't have pink fur, so I'm guessing they're not for playtime. The edge of the mattress is damaged. Bits have been pulled out. Bloodstained bandages. A test is in order. Old photographs. Probably left by the former occupants of this house. Something on this broken mirror. There's a message smudged on the glass. Held underground. There's a piece of paper in the stove. This is the flyer Hernandez told me about on the phone. In the recordings, the killer has called this the Room of Death's Betrothed. That explains the dress. Hernandez must have passed through here to escape. It's quite a fall. Looks more like a torture chamber than a bathroom. It's locked. A receipt for medications, or rather medical concoctions. I'm no chemist, but this ain't cough syrup. The pharmacist's stamp is on the receipt. Dan Wilkinson. The pharmacy is in Holton, the county seat. The sheriff might know more. Empty medicine bottles. This wasn't just aspirin. These are highly complex formulations. Terrarium. It's empty, but it looks like it was occupied recently. There are traces of food. I must take a sample of this clue. Hey, there are fibers in this sample. Fibers from a sampling pad. Somebody has already proceeded with analysis in this room. Traces of soot. Looks like the beginning of a fire. Shit, I didn't need this. The thought of going in there gives me nausea. Take a deep breath, McPherson. It's impossible to open. This lock is half dismantled. I don't know anything about electronics. It's locked. The door doesn't look very solid.
Found some traces, but nothing too important.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found an electronic lock, half dismantled upstairs. Come take a look.
I think I might be able to open it, but it'll take me a while. I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
Tell me, Garrus, have you taken samples from the bathroom in the house?
No, I was focusing on the outside. Why?
Well, someone took samples there. I wanted to know if it was you.
I spoke to one of the cops who are searching the forest. He gave me the lowdown on Holloway. The sheriff is on edge. Elections are around the corner and she's not sure she'll be reinstated to her post. So she doesn't appreciate the FBI's arrival in her jurisdiction, stealing the spotlight.
Brilliant. We got a creepy house in the woods and a shifty sheriff. Man, I miss Chicago.
With the field kit provided by the lab, we should be able to get somewhere.
Let's hope that this time around the killers finally made some mistakes. There's something here, but I can't see a thing in this light. The oil lamp's empty. I'm gonna have to fill it if I want some light. Shit. I hate playing with fire. I have no other choice. I don't see anything. There we go. The lamp is lit. One more match and I would have cracked. This box requires an electronic key. I'd better ask Garrus. He's better at this kind of thing. Sentence. This weirdo is totally in character. I'm almost certain that there's something behind this blackboard. Coating seems very fresh. trying to cover up?
It's not this.
This coating seems very fresh. What are we trying to cover up? Circular saw. God, I hope it's only for woodworking. The furnace. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Shelves filled with bottles. They look empty. Probably wouldn't find any great vintages anyway. And out of order still. This cave was used to make moonshine. Old accounting book. It seems to be from the 20s. This box requires an electronic key. I'd better ask Garrus. He's better at this kind of thing.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found an electronic lock on the stairs which lead to the cellar. Come take a look.
It's a secured lock. I won't be able to open it without the key. I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
Sheriff, I have a few points to go over with you. I found a receipt with the address of Dan Wilkinson's drugstore in Holton. Do you know the owner?
Yeah, there aren't many pharmacies in Holton. It's a small town.
If you could contact Wilkinson now and question him, see if he remembers the client. Time is of the essence.
The FBI's wish is my command. Show me the receipt. I'll call Dan. Dan? Hi, it's Sheriff Halloway. I'd like some information on a receipt from your store. Okay, good. Thanks for your help. Tell Martha I say hi. Dan remembers a man in his 40s, black hair. Says he seemed nervous, kind of in a rush.
It's a bit vague, but it's better than nothing. Thanks for the info. I better call Claire to give her the killer's description.
So, Vic, do you need to confide in your old friend Claire?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. A Holton pharmacist vaguely remembers a customer who could very well be our man. About 40 years old, black hair.
It's not much, but it will allow me to rule out some suspects. I'll enter it into my database.
The local sheriff is causing me hassles. I have the feeling she's trying to undermine my investigation.
Is this sheriff's name Halloway, by any chance?
Yeah, you've heard of her?
An hour ago. I got a phone call from a friend who works in the Portland lab. Sheriff Halloway has requested some tests of the utmost urgency. The sheriff claims she was working on Paloma Hernandez's disappearance. My friend called me because she knows that I've been in on the East Coast killer case from the start.
I think I should have a few words with the sheriff. Thanks for the tip. I'm looking for information on a case. An Anderson, male, who supposedly disappeared in Maine.
Let me search the database. I got something. Gary Anderson, 39, a farmer. His wife reported him missing 6 months ago. The case has been closed by the Portland office. Everything suggests that the disappearance was voluntary. The investigators concluded that Anderson had an affair. He probably disappeared to build a new life with his mistress.
Okay, Claire. Thanks for the intel.
Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
Sheriff, I have a few points to go over with you. Listen, Sheriff, I want this to be clear. I have proof that you sent samples to be analyzed without my authority. Here, it's the FBI who leads the investigation. If you forget that, or decide to ignore it, I'll break you.
Take it easy, Agent McPherson. Sounds like I've touched a nerve.
I don't have time to play who's the bitchiest. Believe you me, that is one contest you'll lose. So unless you want to be charged with obstruction of justice, I advise you to tell me what you found.
Okay. I took 2 samples, which I sent to the lab. They're yours. I also found this in the living room. It looks like some kind of electronic key.
Very good. I hope I won't have any other occasion to lose my temper with you, Sheriff.
We'll leave it at that, Agent McPherson.
electronic lock. It keeps the door secured. That's it. The door's open. Stinks of chemicals. It's locked. An autopsy table. Recently used. If Miller saw this, he'd faint dead away. It's Hernandez's blood. Shit, there's so much of it. That does not bode well. The computer's on. Damn, it's password protected. This phone seems to be working. Maybe I can analyze the system by connecting the key from the kit. Security system worthy of the paranoid. Not surprising. This phone seems to be working. It's locked. box has everything he needs to shackle the victims. No visible marks. This box has everything he needs to shackle the victims. No visible marks. There's a bit of blood on the box. An outfit like the one the killer wears. It's not my size. An outfit like the one the killer wears. It's not my size. Copies of autopsy reports on the killer's victims. They're addressed to Paloma Hernandez. The killer must have taken them from the motel room. Hernandez's purse and lipstick. Looks like the lipstick was used to write with. A pile of retro music CDs. Oh, so nostalgic. Looks like a few pages from a student thesis. No name, but it's on USC letterhead. USC's a university in Los Angeles, I think. I have to talk to Claire about this. It seems an interesting lead to follow.
So, Vic, do you need to confide in your old friend Claire?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I came across a few pages of a thesis on cinema on USC letterhead. USC's a university in LA, right? I think the killer was a student there.
It's a very interesting lead. I'll contact the university and get a list of possible candidates. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
Collection of animal skulls. Are these trophies or objects of study? Both, I guess. This poor woman's body seems to have been here for a while. One of her hands has been chopped off. Unbelievable. She's been dead for over 15 years. Why has this sicko preserved her body?
piggy and he boogie woogied all of the time. This little piggy was a happy little piggy and he boogie woogied all of the time.
These are books on cinema. Hollywood's golden age. Cinema of the 40s. They all deal with the same era.
Now here's the whole gang with a barbecue job on the Boogly Woogly Piggy. Take it from me, I've just found something to see. Oh.
It's impossible to open.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found a computer, but the system's asking me for a password.
That's more IT's field. Hacking's not my strong suit.
All right, I'll cope. Coding seems very fresh. What are we trying to cover up? Burnt fragments under the furnace. It's not coal. Enough plastic. There's part of a name. Lee. I bet it's a fragment of a credit card or something belonging to Dorothy Lee, the 8th victim. This looks like burnt hair. Shelves filled with bottles. They look empty. Probably wouldn't find any great vintages anyway. Shelves filled with bottles. They look empty. Probably wouldn't find any great vintages anyway. Old accounting book. It seems to be from the 20s. This is a base for a camera. Like being in an abandoned morgue. Claire would have a heart attack if she saw the state of this room. A little blood on an autopsy table. There's nothing more natural, Claire would say. But in a squalid cellar, not so much. There's a bare footprint on the ground. Must take a sample of this clue. Condemned door. I think there are traces on the wall. I can barely notice them with the naked eye. A condemned door. I think there are traces on the wall. I can barely notice them with the naked eye. The microscope reveals tiny traces of color on the wall. They need to be analyzed. Killer left a message. Dead? For his sake, I hope she's not. It looks like a countdown clock. It's turned off. Something weird about the sleeve. There's a tear and some discoloration. Just as I expected. Stains that look like blood have appeared on the shirt. If I send this blood sample to Claire, she could perform a more thorough test. These look like drops of blood. Or tomato juice, I guess. But for some reason, I'm leaning toward the first theory.
So, Vic, do you need to confide in your old friend Claire?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I took blood samples on a lab coat from a man I haven't been able to ID. It could very well be the killer's blood. I'm sending you the results of the test I did.
Okay. I'll run a complete test and compare it with the other samples linked to the case. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
This label's for me. Okay, I think I got the message. This label's for me. Okay, I think I got the message. Label with Hawker's name on it. Something tells me the killer's not too fond of him. Hernandez's name is on the label, as long as it's just a dummy. This is a base for a camera. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. It's sealed. I don't see anything. Poster. I can't think of the actress's name. Message left by the killer. Too late. If he thinks he can throw me, he doesn't know who he's dealing with. These inscriptions seem really awkward. I wonder who actually wrote them. electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. A lever. Maybe I'll find some fingerprints on it. A lever. Maybe I'll find some fingerprints on it. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. There's something shiny on the ground. What is it? Looks like little pieces of broken glass. Gotta take a sample. There are marks on the ground. Looks like a heavy object was dragged from here. The floor has been scrubbed in this spot. Not a good sign. Shit. Given the amount of blood, someone's not having a good day.
This can't possibly work.
Fuse box. The circuits are completely fried. There's blood on this broken glass. Someone must have cut themselves walking on it. This tap seems to be working. It'll be useful if I need water. I doubt this collar is just for decoration. I knew it. It's the killer who wrote these inscriptions. Part of his sick little game. reach it. There's nothing down here except for a rat. He seems to be in his element here. Message left by the killer. Too late. If he thinks he can throw me, he doesn't know who he's dealing with. The cabinet is too high. Can't reach it. There's nothing down here except for a rat. He seems to be in his element here.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found some sort of electronic collar. Hernandez mentioned it on her voice recorder.
Interesting. Let me see. The collar can receive a signal which sets off an electric shock. The intensity is variable, but it can go high enough to be fatal. The lock is pretty secure. Whoever put this system together is a real pro. Nice work.
Good lord, you're like a little kid with the latest gadget. Keep the collar, we'll send it to the lab later. And remember, no drooling on the evidence. It's locked. The door doesn't look very solid. on earth is this thing for? This device can be remote controlled. It's got a box with a receiver and a USB port.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found a jamming system on the roof, with an antenna and a remote control box. It's an ADSX system. Know anything about it?
Yeah, it's a scrambler, used by drug cartels. It's a very sophisticated device, of quite recent design. An ADSX system equipped with a satellite dish can avoid detection by GPS, as well as filtering or blocking phone communications.
I see. Does this kind of device cover a large area?
A few hundred yards. More than sufficient to isolate the house and its surroundings.
It's not surprising that Hernandez wasn't able to get back in touch with us. There's something stuck on the satellite dish. Ew, old chewing gum. I don't have the stuff I need to do a more thorough test. Claire, on the other hand...
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
Well, Claire, are we filtering my calls? Since I don't hold grudges, I'm sending you a little gift. An old, chewed-up chewing gum. I ran a field test on the traces of saliva, but it gave no results. I hope you'll have better luck. Call me back.
So, not so funny story. I had to redo this whole house thing a couple times because I kept getting glitches. So, my only advice if you get glitches too, like one of the glitches was that I couldn't go forward in moving the bed. Like, it's weird, but the first time I tried it didn't work, but I went through all over again and it worked. This one's a little bit more finicky than the first game. That's my critique on it. I'm not really a critic, but that part of the game's a little bit annoying. But whatever. I'm gonna smash this lock. And here's a rope. And there's not enough room.
Plate is covered with mud. I can't read the number.
That's okay, because I don't think I need the rope.
RZZ 354, New Hampshire. Claire could trace the plate number.
Okay, I guess we're calling Claire. No DNA match for the gum.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I found a plate number on an old truck. RZZ 354, New Hampshire.
I'll ask Kingsley to check it out. He can't refuse me anything. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
I guess I can use the rope, but there's really no point, I don't think, because I've already been in the dumbwaiter. Hopefully we don't need any more of this demolition stuff, but if we do, we'll just come back here, no problem. I need to get that old speaker back, because I don't know when I'm gonna need that.
Dumbwaiter must be stuck above. I'd need a rope to go down the shaft. Yes, Claire?
I have a bit of information for you. The former owner of the truck remembers a name, sort of. Something like Parson or Carson or Manson. It's not much, but it's enough to exclude the rest of the phone book.
Nicely done, Claire. I better watch out. You'll have my job if I'm not careful.
In your dreams, I'll let you chase the villains. I'm just fine here behind the microscope. See you later. That's it. We have a name. Our suspect's name is David Carson.
Nice job, Claire. You're the best.
You could say that again. I love solving puzzles, but you're the one who found all the pieces.
We make a hell of a team. Finally, we have a solid suspect. Have you found a photo?
Not yet, sorry. I'm still searching. I'll call you back as soon as I have something.
Thanks again for your help, Claire.
Voila. It's open.
Well done, Garrus. Come on, Vic. Courage. Richard? Are you there? Richard?
Okay, since that hit well over 2 hours, I wanted to say I will see you on the next video, and thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and that's it. See you in the next one.